Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be showing you how to draft the pattern of this shoulder bag, and I'll also make a tutorial on how to make the full bag in another video. So stay tuned for the next video. Let's now begin with the pattern drafting. So for the width of our bag, we're working with 8.5 inches. Then for the height is going to be 6 inches. The base will be 2 inches. Then the back of the bag will be the same length as the front, which is 6 inches. Then you cut it out. So this is the front, 8.5 inches by 6 inches. Then the base, 2 inches by 8.5 inches. Then the back, 8.5 inches by 6 inches. So I don't want the bag to be like a square shape, so I'm going to be slanting the edges by 0.25 inch. So measure 0.25 inch on the 4 corners of the bag. Use a ruler to draw a line from the 0.25 inch that we drew down to the line that is connecting the front and the base. So you do it for the 4 sides of the pattern. Now we're done with that. The next step is to measure 1 inch on the front part of the bag. Measure 1 inch on both sides. Then from the top, measure another 1 inch downward. Measure 2 inches again from the edge on both sides. Measure 2 inches. So from the top of the first, from the line that we drew, we have to curve it downward to meet at that 2 inches which we marked. So just draw a curve like that. Now we are done with the front part of the bag. So fold it into 2, then transfer this pattern to the back of the bag. So you don't have to begin your measurements from all over from the beginning again. So we are done with the pattern drafting for the body of the bag. Now let's head over to that of the sides. So for the side of the bag, we are working with a length of 6 inches, which is also the length of our bag. So we're going to pick the length of the bag and use that as the length of the side as well. So for the width, we're working with a width of 2.5 inches. Remember, our base is 2 inches, so the width of the side has to correspond with the width of the base. But our base is 2 inches, then I'm adding an allowance of half inch, so making the total of 2.5 inch for the width. Also for the length, after measuring the 6 inches, you have to measure an additional 2 inches, and I'll tell you the reason why we are adding 2 inches to the length later. Measure 0.25 inch from both edge of the pattern, then from the ends measure 2 inches from the top downward, measure 2 inches. Connect the 0.25 inch down to the 2 inches line which we drew. Connect it so that we can form a slant, then you cut it out. Next, we're going to be covering the edges of the base, so measure half inch on both sides. Measure half inch, then you use any round object to make a curve to connect the half inch which we have drawn. Connect it, then you cut it out. For the extra 2 inches we added to the length of the bag, measure half inch from both sides, then draw a straight line downward. So the essence of this part is for attaching our square ring or D-ring for the handle of the bag. To ensure that the side of the bag is accurate, measure it round. Then you also measure the body from the top to the down and make sure that both of them corresponds. So that brings us to the end of the pattern drafting. Thank you so much guys for watching. See you guys in my next video where I'll be making the full bag.